And good Wednesday night, Savannah and the Low Country. It's the Prep Sports Report Thursday Night Live with the coach, Carl Damasi, and the columnist, Stephen Elmer Weeks. And we have a special guest, the first time we've had a student-athlete on the Prep Sports Report Thursday Night Live, and that's, of course, Mike Biden from Savannah Christian, one of the first article spotlights on the new Prep Sports Report. But first of all, Steve, how's your week going?
It's good, man. It's good. The weeks get longer as it gets hotter, I guess. That's the way I'd look at that. But yeah, it's been a good week, and I'm encouraged. First of all, Mike, that's great to have a student athlete on our Thursday Night Live, and it's good to try to ease into talking about sports, man. I'm ready to talk about anything other than the virus right now.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
And Mike, everything's going with you good? Are you guys graduated? Did you have your ceremony yet? How's it going over there at Savannah Christian?
We have not had our ceremony yet. Our graduation is June 20th, so just wait until then.
How they working it out?
You're gonna get that diploma, right?
I think we're gonna have just a small graduation, probably just students and parents and close relatives.
Do it some way like Memorial Day did it in BC and St. Vincent did it?
Yes, sir.
Spread out?
Yeah. 6 feet apart.
You're our first, one of our first athletes that we spotlighted on the new website, the prepsportsreport.com. And once again, got to give out a big kudos over there to Stephen Weeks and his crew over there, Sabre Solutions. So being one of the first athletes, and we asked you to do this, what was your reaction to it?
I was very pleased, honored a little bit, a little scared.
Well, I'll tell you, I want to thank your dad for being one of the first people to reach out to us and get involved and support the prepsportsreport.com because without the participation of the community, we don't have a lot of stories to tell, and certainly your story is a good one. I think you were telling us that Savannah Christian had no lacrosse program. Y'all kind of were the ones who started it up, and you've carried it forward. Talk about the formation of that lacrosse program at Savannah Christian and how it's developed as you've gotten older and gone through school.
Well, we started a team in middle school in 8th grade, and my dad was the coach. And from there, they already had a high school team that was in an independent South Carolina. It was in an independent South Carolina league. And we were in the independent South Carolina leagues until my sophomore year when we won the championship. And then we moved up to Georgia High School Association junior year. Yeah.
And tell me about the competition in Georgia High School Association. How, if people aren't familiar with lacrosse, is the competition as fierce as football, basketball, baseball, and everything else? I mean, are y'all are there rivalries like there are in the other sports? I know it's still developing in this area a little bit. So tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, for sure, there's rivalries, and it's a very physical sport. Get hit with a metal stick. It's not very fun. But our crosstown rival is BC.
Yep.
So we just started playing them last year when we moved into GHSA, and I think we're going to try to have a game this year. We're still trying to schedule it out and stuff because of
summer.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Boy, that would be great because y'all didn't get to play, right?
No, we did not.
No.
So
this is our year.
We talked about the South Carolina Independent League. BC won it, came up to Georgia High School. You guys did the same, took the same path, and you played them last year, and you played them pretty tough, but they're still a team to beat. But you guys, the program has grown. What has gotten the because Savannah Christian is known for its football, it's basketball, it's baseball. Yeah. How did you get a group of guys to buy into this sport of lacrosse? Because it's growing down here now, but when I moved down here, there was no such thing as lacrosse down here in the South.
Oh, for sure. I didn't know what lacrosse was when I was in 7th grade and started playing. My friends told me, hey, let's quit baseball. It's boring. Let's go pick up these sticks and go hit each other. I was like, all right, I'm on board. But it was really
that's the easy stuff.
Our senior group, all the kids that we started with in 8th grade, really, that's what has really formed what we are today. All 10 seniors.
So
Now,
tell us a little bit about that group of guys. Is anybody going on to continue playing this game at the college level, or what's the next step for that group?
I don't think anybody has committed yet for lacrosse out of our 10 seniors, but I know me and my roommate in college, Alex Verheilig, he's number 4. We're going to try to start the Georgia college team.
now you said you had got some offers. Who offered you to go play college lacrosse?
I got a full ride to Shorter up in Rome, Georgia.
Great.
And
Great.
yeah, it's a pretty school.
Mm-hmm.
Just a small town.
Yeah.
And Emmanuel College and a few other small D3 offers that don't even matter.
That's kind of amazing that you didn't even know what lacrosse was before the 7th grade, and then you're getting full scholarship offers. That's a lot of improvement. What kind of work did you put into this sport over the course of your middle school and high school career?
Nonstop work. I mean,
Nonstop.
My freshman and sophomore year, I didn't play football, so I was just doing year-round lacrosse.
Okay.
And then when I started playing football, Coach Woodward and Walsh really pushed me to hit the weight room.
Mm-hmm.
So then I put some muscle on, got bigger and faster, and then really started taking off.
Now, you took a little hiatus from football. I mean, you stopped playing after 8th grade. You got to high school, 9th and 10th grade. You concentrated on lacrosse. What made you go, besides Coach Woodward and Coach Walsh, were you missing the game of football, or was it just something until you got to play lacrosse?
Well, it's kind of a funny story. We were at my beach house in South Carolina, and me and my dad and mom were watching Varsity Blues.
Okay.
Good.
And I was like, all right, I'll do it.
I don't want your life, right? Talk about playing for Baker Woodward. I think he's introduced a new style, a little bit of a new culture at Savannah Christian. It seems he's off to a heck of a good start. What's it like to play for Coach Woodward and represent the Raiders?
Oh, it's awesome. I love Coach Woodward. Is an amazing man and a coach. Every aspect of everything he's coaching and teaching you, it's just awesome. He's a great Christian man, just a great overall person, and he has changed the culture of Savannah Christian and the football there. It's great transformation.
And you're watching the Prep Sports Report Thursday Night Live with the coach, Carl Damasi, the columnist, Stephen Allen Weeks, and a special guest, our first-time athlete on the show, because that's what it's all about, the PrepSportsReport.com, is to get more news about our teams and athletes. Mike Viden from Savannah Christian, graduate at the end of June, going on to Georgia College. Now, tell us about, you got a lot of awards. Your team voted you captain your senior year. I want to know what it was like when you went to the Savannah Quarterback Club and you got to hang out with Champ Bailey, a Georgia great.
That one was pretty cool. Yeah, that was a very, very honored to receive that award and to meet a Hall of Fame NFL player in person, all-time Georgia great. It was cool.
Did you think you would get that when you started back with football?
Oh, no, sir.
So now tell us about Joe Redding, the late coach who was really the head coach of the program, and your father and Coach Fitzgerald and the other coaches. I mean, that program has come a long way. And I know when you got someone like Joe Redding who has a lot of experience with lacrosse, I mean, tell us about the coaching staff on the lacrosse side. We know Coach Woodward and Coach Walsh, they're young guys, they're hyper, but you were getting coached by a lot of old guys. Sorry, Dad.
Very old men. But no, Coach Redding was just the brains behind our operation. Very high lacrosse IQ, knew exactly what he was talking about, calling timeouts at the right time, very good with the referees, even though some of the players would like to talk to him, he would hold us back. That's what he was good at. Burnham Smith started helping us my junior year. He was our hype man, brought the energy to the team, hyping us up before the games.
Got to have a hype man.
Yes, sir. And he's actually going to coach at Calvary for lacrosse, starting a program there.
So I want to talk about here we are deep in the heart of football country, second only to basketball. Then And the first guest we have on the Prep Sports Report Thursday Night Live is a lacrosse player.
Gotta love it.
Let me say something. That to me says that the sport has arrived.
Yes, sir.
The first athlete, student athlete featured on the PrepSportsReport.com Thursday Night Live is a lacrosse player. I don't know that I knew what lacrosse was a few years ago before I met Mr. McAllister, who had a great story to tell. Of course, his son and the inspiration and motivation there. But what would you tell young people right now about lacrosse? Why to get involved with it? Is it something you would recommend for young kids to take a look at?
Oh, for sure. It's a super fun sport. It's easy to pick up. You won't know until you try it.
Mm-hmm. Now, of course, your father there coaching with you. Tell us what your family has meant to your athletic career and your academic career over at Savannah Christian. Because, you're a high honor roll student. You're an All-American. You received an All-American student athlete scholarship. You helped form a couple of clubs over there, the Best Buds Club. You're involved in the FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes. You're on the Student Life Committee, which is like a liaison for the school. Tell us the influence that your family had on you at Savannah Christian and on your athletic and academic career.
My biggest supporters, helping me through everything, every choice I made for lacrosse, football, academics, everything. Just helping me along the way, guiding me right down the path. Can't talk, but very big supporters. Double take.
So you're looking to go to Georgia College. So you had a chance to go to Shorter College, which is up there in Rome. You had Emmanuel College. Why Georgia College, which is a school without a lacrosse program, which Steve and I are shocked that they don't have lacrosse there.
I am.
I really like the academics there. The business program at Georgia College is really good, and that's what I want to major in. And small town, pretty, and it's close to home, only 30 minutes away from Athens.
Big time football right there. So, all right. So as far as the future goes, what are you looking to do? You talked about the business. What do you look on doing after you finish college?
We have not made it that far yet.
Just going to see what happens.
I'm 40. Yep. I'm 48, and I'm just figuring. I'm kind of starting to figure it out.
Yep, exactly.
Well, Mike, I want to thank you for joining us. And it sounds like you were a leader on campus and did a heck of a job as a student and an athlete. So I appreciate you taking the time to chat with us tonight and give us a little bit of background about your career and as a football player and a lacrosse player. Obviously experienced a lot of success in both sports. So we really we appreciate you being on with us.
Thank you for having me. It's a huge honor. Growing lacrosse, growing football, love it.
All right, you got to give one plug to Savannah Christian. What has Savannah Christian meant to Mike Viden?
That's who I am.
That's who you are. Savannah Christian is you. You're a Raider forever, right?
Yes, sir.
Raider for life. I'll share a quick story with you. My grandfather was one of the founders, and you went to, I think, science class in the building named after him, the Elmo Weeks building.
Yes,
so that's my name. It's my dad's name. It's my son's name. So every time I go out there, we go look at the plaque of Granddaddy and are grateful that he was able to be a part of forming such an incredible institution that's meant so much to the community and the families that send their children there. It's a great place.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Mike, like Steven said, thank you for coming on. Our first athlete on the Prep Sports Report Thursday Night Live, and really appreciate it. Tell your dad, I know he's sitting there listening. We appreciate him taking the initiative to get us all this information. I mean, I really feel for you guys because I'm telling you right now, being from the North, had to take a lacrosse class in college and watching lacrosse go down here, I was anxiously waiting to see what you guys did against BC this year. So hopefully you'll pick it up during the summer. You got graduation coming on. Best of luck, and once again, go get them.
Hey, Mike, if y'all get that game together, let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
We'll pump it up. We'll get the crowd, assuming we're allowed to have crowds. We'll get people out there to watch because that'd be a heck of a game.
Yes, sir. I'll give you a ring.
All right, guys.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you for having me.
Have a good one.
You too.
I mean, good kid. I mean, he's got the grades. He's he's going to Georgia College. I mean, like I said, he received high honor roll, All-American Student Athlete Scholarship. He's just a leader there at Savannah Christian. When you get voted by both teams, not one team, not just the football team, but the lacrosse team, the B team captain, you're a leader. And, like he says, there's no lacrosse at Georgia College, Steve. What's he going to go do? He's going to try and start a club program.
I feel pretty confident that Mike's going to have a team up there by the end of his freshman year, and they'll have and by the end of his time at Georgia College, I think they'll have a good team. He seems like a driven kid, and I'll tell you, it's funny that he plays lacrosse football, but man, he has set a high bar for student athletes on the PrepSportsReport.com Thursday Night Live. He did a great job. Very articulate young man. It was nice to hear him, be so respectful to his coaches, Coach Woodward and Coach Redding. I mean, those are the kids we want to highlight, Carl. That's why we're doing this right there. Is the leaders on campus and the kids that are setting the high standard for everybody else. And I think Mike was a great choice for our first student athlete on the PrepSportsReport.com. Well,
like you said, and here's a parent. If anybody's watching, or if you watch this later on when it's recorded. The parents, you got a kid like Mike, you got a son or daughter like Mike. We want to give them the publicity. We want to give them a shout out. I mean, I'm not doing this just to sit here and say, hey, I'm just getting these kids on. This is what we need. Stephen, I'm a broken record or a DVD or CD. Back in the day, we called them records or,
I still have cassette tapes laying around. So.
But you know what? This is what it's all about. And, Frank Silkowski, Jake Wallace, Greg Talbert, Connor, Amy, Lindsay. They do a great job on TV, but they only got a minute to 2 minutes to do something. The newspaper, you only get so many characters, and now because of the COVID virus, we don't even get a sports page until it's on Friday or Saturday or Sunday, which is ridiculous. So, I mean, and I'm telling you right now, Nathan Dominance, Donald Heath, Dennis Knight, they got Mike Brown doing some freelance work for them.
Good guys.
They do a great job, but now they can't do anything.
Yeah, and I tell you, for us, you speak of the parent. I want to shout out to an incredible accomplishment. Was not a high schooler, by the way. I'm gonna talk about a little younger kid. I want to talk about a young man named Chad Chadwell. His actual given name is Dane Chadwell IV, but everybody calls him Chad. He's 11 years old. He's a student at St. Peter's Rising. 7th grader at St. Peter's Catholic School out on Wilmington Island.
Out my neck of the woods.
That's right. I'm going to tell you what. Remember the name, Chad Chadwell. The last 2 rounds of golf he has played, 2 tournament rounds, up at Forest Heights in Statesboro. He shot 68. That's 4 under.
How old is he?
He's 11 years old, and he backed that up 2 days later on Monday at Crosswinds Golf Club and the Savannah Junior Golf Association, the first event of their season with a 1 under par 71, where he eagled the 18th hole to win the golf tournament and shoot under par for the 2nd time in a row. Hey, remember that name, Chad Chadwell. He is the real deal Holyfield, Carl.
Wow. And every Monday now we got the Savannah Junior Golf Association. They play 8 weeks. They play a different golf course. The golf courses work with them, and that started Monday, which is we're gonna highlight every Monday because these kids deserve it. They're all the younger kids. They're even high school kids, right? There's a novice division, a tournament division, and an intermediate division. So they deserve it too.
We've got the Savannah Junior Golf Association that is run by John Sanders, who's also the athletic department, the athletic director for the Savannah Chatham County Public School System. He does a terrific job. We've got the kids are playing Deer Creek out at the Landings Club on Monday, and then they'll go play Savannah Country Club. They play the Savannah Junior City Amateur at Bacon Park Golf Club. They play Savannah Golf Club for the Matt Warren, the end of the season championship. Great events, great people, and it's for me. It's just great to be able to talk about sports, be involved again. Maggie my daughter is swimming for Georgia Coastal Aquatic Team, and of course Bill Forrester is a legend, and I mean in our community, in the sports world, he's an Olympian. They're cranking it back up. They've been practicing at an outdoor pool in Richmond Hill every morning It's great to see those kids back in the water. Great to see the kids back on a golf course. I've heard baseball is getting going. Youth baseball is getting going. Football practice is starting. It's just great to see kids playing again.
Yeah, and you talked about baseball. The Fellowship of Savannah area, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, they will have their all-star game. High school baseball players, only 1,000 people are allowed in Grayson Stadium to watch it Monday night, June 22nd. So we'll have live baseball there before the Bananas come on.
That's
and I got it. Here's another one I just learned, and I got to post it right after we're done here. The Forest City Gun Club junior, clay shooting team just won a recent championship. So there's a lot going on. It just
that is
doesn't.
amazing.
It doesn't have to be football, basketball, and baseball. Golf, swimming, gun clubs. I mean, that's what it's all about. Get us the news.
Man, that's congratulations to the kids at the Forest City Gun Club. I'm gonna tell you, I know how hard those kids work in riflery and shooting. That is a demanding sport. It is that is quite an accomplishment to do that. And of course, to have the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, anything they do, I fully support. That's a tremendous event for the city of Savannah to be hosting Grayson Stadium. June 22nd, you said?
June 22nd, Monday night.
Hey, listen, folks, if you want to know what's going on in sports in Savannah, youth sports in Savannah in particular, high school sports, middle school sports, club sports, you got to check out prepsportsreport.com. That's we got new content every day, guys. There's new stories up every single day on Prep Sports Report. We share it to Facebook. Carl shares it to Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. And if you don't check it out, you're not going to know what's going on, because we got more news coming out than anybody else in the city of Savannah. I know that you've talked to Brad Nine over at Tormenta. They're cranking up their summer camps. Savannah for soccer. Savannah United's getting it going for soccer. It's not going to be long until we're back at full steam ahead, and Prep Sports Report. .com is going to be the number one resource for you to know what's going on in the city of Savannah, who did what, who won what in every sport.
And you're going to hear it here, people. And this, okay, Stephen, I'm going to go a little soapbox here. I used to follow a man on the internet with all Georgia high school basketball. Great site, all the information you want, scores, stats, everything else. Well, a couple of weeks ago, I decided, I want to follow up and see what they're saying about the talent here in Savannah, Georgia. Do you believe I had to pay? Well, I didn't pay, but I would have to pay $19.99 to join that website.
Yeah, that's how most people do it.
Well, I can tell you right now, I vouch right here, right now, this website, the prepsportsreport.com, will never charge anybody to go on and see the information about our local kids. It's all local, all the time, all the teams. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
Why, Carl, we're so fortunate to have amazing advertisers and sponsors like, Coach's Corner, John Henderson over at Coach's Corner. Personally, I believe the best hot wings in town. Not to mention, Coach's Corner has live music all the time now back there on the sound stage, the sound garden rather.
Riley's Barbecue, Rocky's New York Deli.
Amazing place. Weatherington Chiropractic, longtime supporter of Carl Damasi and longtime supporter of the Prep Sports Report. Fight Physical Therapy, tremendous organization. They do a lot of great work getting athletes healthy again to go back and play. Granger Nissan, Granger Honda. And we are so fortunate that these incredible organizations and businesses in Savannah support the Prep Sports Report. And what they're really supporting, Carl, is our ability to deliver news about our community's kids. And that's what we want to do. And keep telling these stories, keep getting great young men, great student leaders like Mike Biden on to tell their stories. And I tell you this, it won't be too long before people are coming to our site to find news about the kids in Savannah, because we're going to have that news.
And we'll be here every Thursday night telling you more about these kids, about coaches, about people involved in our local prep sports. And like I said, it doesn't have to be just high school. It could be middle school. It could be club teams. It could be junior golf. It could be the Forest City Gun Club. It just doesn't have to be high school. It's not geared just to high school. If you got something special, hey, it doesn't have to be associated with high school. Yes, I know you see on our site we have it listed by schools, but it's also listed by sports.
That's right.
So we'll fit it right in there. It just doesn't have to be high school. Prep sports, because prep, we're getting ready to go on to the next level college. We're even running stories on catching up with students that have graduated in our other schools. We'll do that too. So just get it to us, and that's what it's all about. And we'll be here every Thursday night shouting it out and blowing up the kids' bubble, and that's what it's going to be all about. So other than that, you can always email me at kdemasi@prepsportsreport.com. Here's my number, 912-507-9158. That's my personal number. That's my business number. That's the only number I've had for the last 20 years. Give me a text. Give me an email. And I'll help you do it. Stephen Elmo Weeks, he's available too. He'll help you too. So just get it to us.
Yep. Find us on Facebook. Check out the Facebook page. Go check out the website. Support our sponsors. Order some wings from Coach's Corner. Order some barbecue from Wiley's. Go buy a car.
Forget about it. You got to get a cannoli. You know what I mean?
Go get you the Brenda over at Rocky's, man. That's the best sandwich in town right there. The Brenda, it'll put you to sleep. It's not for the faint of heart. I'm telling you that right now. But go check out the Brenda at Rocky's.
Hey, for all you guys from Philly cheesesteak, out of this world. It's out of this world.
Incredible.
It's unbelievable. So,
hey, support our sponsors. Check out the website. We'll see you next week.
Hey, Steve, have a good one. And until next week, we'll probably talk 3 or 4 times before that.
Yeah.
But appreciate all you do. And now, see you next week. I know you're going to play some golf this week, or is Jack going to go play and you're going to caddy?
Man, Jackie's playing a ton of golf. We will be in Callaway Gardens next week for the U.S. Kids Golf Georgia State Invitational. Jack qualified for that, so we're going up there to play, and we're going to stay there for a couple of days. It's a 36-hole qualifier. 3 kids from Savannah, more than that, really. Several kids from Savannah will be up there, and I'll have a report on it after it's over. But Savannah Junior Golf Association, that's every Monday now. So there's a ton of golf going on right now. And
don't forget, golf's back this week at the Colonial out there at the Charles Schwab Challenge.
Hey, Brian Harmon. Yeah,
Brian Harmon.
Had a great day. He had off to a terrific start. Former Savannah Christian Raider, Brian Harmon.
And Georgia Bulldog.
He had a great day today, and I think he's a couple strokes off the lead. It looked like Bryson DeChambeau went out there and went nuts today, but it's been it's great to see live sports back. So let's keep it rolling and get some more stories up for next week.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Appreciate it.
You got it.
And once again, until next Thursday, may it be your best week ever. Go out there and catch some, watch some sports, play some sports, get involved. We'll talk to you next Thursday night on the Prep Sports Report Thursday Night Live.